I made a video a while back going over why I thought Voltshot was one of the best perks in Destiny, even better than Incandescent. But the main issue back then was that we didn't have it on an SMG, which kind of made the perk mid. Then this season we got the Ikelos SMG with Voltshot, which is great, but I think there's honestly an even better option. As you could probably tell in the thumbnail, in this video, I'm going to be going over the brand new Arc Trace Rifle, Path of Least Resistance, which is also going to have a unique aspect to it, making it better for Voltshot than most other weapons. Obviously, it's been around in the game since the season started, but I finally got a roll with Voltshot. I wanted to test how this thing felt, and I honestly think it's the best weapon in Destiny with this perk. Ikelos SMG is solid, but the only reason to use it in PvE over a 900 RPM SMG is for Warmind cells in my opinion, and those are obviously getting axed next season. So if a 900 RPM ever comes out with Voltshot, I think Ikelos will be pretty useless. Obviously, a trace rifle in general is going to feel much better than an SMG because it's a special weapon, but because of how Voltshot works, I figured trace rifles, which are good because you can mag dump ads, wouldn't be as good since you tend to reload less often, but it actually ends up being preferable. With Voltshot, anytime we get a kill with the weapon and then reload within 4 seconds, we get the perk active for 6 seconds, and during this time, the first enemy we shoot will have Jolt applied. The reason that you want a weapon that reloads often is because when you get kills with Voltshot, it chain kills everything nearby. Then you reload, rinse, wash, and repeat. So in essence, the faster that you can reload to repeatedly activate the perk, the faster you can clear ads. However, Jolt also works in a pretty unique way that makes larger mag sizes pretty nice to have. After Jolt is applied to an enemy, it sticks to them and it lasts for 10 seconds. That means as long as you are continually dealing damage to the enemy with Jolt applied, every 0.8 seconds, an arc chain will then be sent out to all nearby ads, and additional chunks of damage are going to be dealt to the ad that Jolt is on as well. Which means if you mag dump tankier enemies with Path of Least Resistance, this actually melts. This weapon is 100% craftable, and I'm going to be going for this next because having a perfect 5 out of 5 godroll makes a decent difference. First and foremost, for your barrel, range is going to be the best thing that you can aim for. Small bore gives +7 range and +7 stability, which is one of the best range barrels that doesn't have any negative effects. And then you will also want reload speed as well to increase ad clear with Voltshot, so having light battery is the best bet here as well. For the first column perk, I think Stats for All is going to be the best option. Really, we are just going to be benefiting from the increased reload speed we get from this, which is +25, but the downside is that Voltshot doesn't seem to proc this perk. I've seen people saying that if Voltshot lands the killing blow, it does end up counting, but in my testing, this didn't happen. When the reload speed kicks in, it will be really nice to have, but Subsistence is also in this column, which some people might prefer. In the second column, obviously we want Voltshot, and then unique to Path of Least Resistance since it is an Amalon weapon, we have Amalon Fluid Dynamics as the origin trait. While at the top half of the mag, we get increased handling and even more reload speed. We're going to be getting +30 reload speed here, so with light battery, Stats for All, and Fluid Dynamics activated, this is 75 reload speed alone, which gets us well over the max value, and even without Stats for All procced, we will always have a high reload speed stat applied. I have always been a fan of double special weapon builds, and I try to run them for the most part unless I'm in super casual activities or I need champion mods, and trace rifles are pretty much just better than every single primary weapon in almost every aspect of the game, other than maybe range. And since they do have decent ammo economy and allow you to interact with mechanics in the game, like shooting panels in DSC or symbols in Vow of the Disciple, they make for a great addition in most double special builds when needed. Running 2 special weapons also increases the amount of heavy ammo bricks that drop in the game. I know Bungie said they nerfed this a little while back, but it still works. Maybe just not quite to the extent that it used to, but it is always more than enough ammo bricks when going up against bosses. Recently, I've been using Retrace Path with Subsistence and Incandescent in a ton of different activities, but I think that Path of Least Resistance just feels better overall, and Voltshot is going to be much stronger when in endgame content. If you are worried about ammo economy in the game, then running 1 or 2 ammo finders on your helmet along with a scavenger mod on your legs makes you pretty self-sufficient in having ammo, but you can also just have somebody on your team running special finishers, because in most cases, losing a single damage super is going to be better off if it means that your team always has special ammo, and a lot of the supers in the game are borderline useless, making them better spent on finishers anyways. Special finis are also getting a rework coming in Lightfall where you won't even need to waste super energy, so I'm definitely excited to see how those changes feel, but let me know your thoughts on double special builds or setups in the comments below, along with which trace rifle you think is the best of the legendary options currently in the game. I do also stream a bunch over on my Twitch where we do low-mans and speedruns live. A link to that and my Discord server are both in the description below. Anyways, that's all for this video, guys. As always, have a good one. Peace.